The next technique we're going to look at is another passing sequence. This time it's from Cobrinha's match against Marcio Andre in the quarterfinals. So we have Cobrinha on top, Marcio Andre on the bottom. This first sequence that we're going to see isn't the actual pass, but you'll see how it connects a little bit later. So this is the first part right there, and Marcio recovers. So what happens is Cobrinha starts out in roughly like a Nika reverse De La Riva position, and he has his hand right on Marcio Andre's top ankle. And then you'll see as he backs away, he throws the legs off to the side here. And then Marcio Andre has a good guard. He takes that far leg as Cobrinha keeps throwing his legs across. And this foot's going to come back to Cobrinha's hip, and he's going to recover. And he sort of squares up. So one more time with that. Cobrinha's on the shin. He's going to back away, throw the legs to the side. Marcio Andre recovers with his far leg. Okay, so that's the first part. And now from here, you'll see how Cobrinha changes his passing just a little bit, and you'll be able to get through his guard. So this is going to be the next part. And right there, he finishes on his back. So very similarly to before, Cobrinha comes in for a Nika position. Okay, he keeps trying to grab his head, which is pretty interesting. So he's cutting through. And here, it'll look like, so he gets that grip again here on that foot. And Marcio Andre is going to try to get his foot out to recover more like an open guard De La Riva. And as he gets that foot out, Cobrinha leg drags him. So watch that one more time. So he's going to try to get this foot out from under his legs. And as he does it, Cobrinha times it and drags that leg across. This time, Marcio Andre is going to do the exact same recovery that he did in the last sequence. So he's going to take his right leg, put on Cobrinha's hip. But now it looks like Cobrinha was ready for it. And he gets like an underhook on that leg. From here, you'll see his knee touch down behind Marcio Andre's shin, and he's going to start circling around. The next interesting thing for me was what he does with this arm, as he's immediately going across the hip. I find oftentimes people will use this arm to grab for the trap here or somewhere around his head. Now, it could be because Marcio Andre is turtling right away, that Cobrinha prefers this grip here, maybe to slow down the turn. But he goes there, and then he does this arm switch where he gets this arm in as the underhook, and this one will go around to finish the harness. Alright, so let's see it one last time. Knee cutting. Marcio Andre pulls that foot out. Cobrinha leg drags right with it. Gets the leg across, underhook. Knee goes down, circle around, and he latches onto the harness. And now from here, you think, okay, Cobrinha has the back. He's probably going to finish. Or at the very least, hold it, take the back. But take a look at what happens. So Cobrinha gets to his knee, tries to get that hook in. And then Marcio Andre back rolls out of it. So it's weird to think that he can back roll out of the harness, but if you take a look at it in a little bit more detail, you can sort of see what happens. So first, here we have Cobrinha getting back up onto his knee. Okay, and from here he's going to try to get this top hook in. But one of the things that happens, especially in no-gi, when you try to get the top hook in, you have to disconnect your body a little bit so that your leg can get the dexterity to get across the hip line. And take a look at Marcio's shoulder here. Right now, Cobrinha has his chest behind his shoulder, so Marcio can't rotate. His shoulder's like stuck against Cobrinha. But as Cobrinha goes here, and you see Cobrinha lean back slightly to get that leg in, you'll see his shoulder slips out. And now, the control isn't the same. Cobrinha's really high up on him. and his shoulder's much more free. And then the next thing you'll see is Marcio's going to use his foot, and he's going to drag himself down a little bit to exaggerate this even more. Yeah, like right there. Okay, so he scooted down a little bit more. Just one time. There. And now he's going to go for the back roll. Looks like he doesn't really roll over either shoulder, more or less just right over top of his head. But because that shoulder of his is free, he was able to escape and recover. So let's see that one more time. So we're here, Cobrinha comes back up onto his knee. Gets that leg in. Marcio Andre moves himself down. And he back rolls with his free shoulder.